Hi, my name is Grace.
Hi, my name is Michael.
You're watching Horse Rockets Academy, and this is our show!
Take time, do what you're gonna do, and just smile, you're gonna see it through. Your wings are gonna sprout and lift you off the ground. No, take time, do what you're gonna do, just smile, you're gonna see it through. Your wings are gonna sprout and you will learn to fly.
Hello, I'm Eliza.
I'm Jake, and you're watching Horse Rockets, filmed in beautiful Bavaria.
This is episode 12, and we've called it The Places You've Been.
Here at Horse Rockets Academy, we like to create an environment that encourages us to be producers.
Right now, we're producing the most popular space-themed equestrian education YouTube video series in the world.
We hope this is the show you're watching as you start off your homeschooling week or your week at school.
Don't be intimidated that our shows sound like it's for a niche audience.
I mean, really, some people think that our space-themed equestrian educational YouTube video series is only enjoyable if you enjoy space, horses, education, and YouTube. That's totally not the case.
Our show is made for people, and so if you're a person, you'll like our show.
In this episode, we're once again bringing in some awesome guests with whom we share our lives.
In this episode, Elijah joins Daniel for the Hunt into History, and Leslie is visiting us to talk about the places she's been in our main segment.
Mary jumps in again on the high five, and you've already seen Grace. We've also got Ada calling in for our new Candid Comments segment. Let's go over the format for this show.
Whoa, Dad, this is not about us.
Oh, who's it about then?
This is about our audience. You may not realize this, but our audience is full of folks who prove that regular people can do amazing things.
Right now, we're not asking you to do the impossible. Just sit back, gather your crew together, and watch the show.
We think you're going to really enjoy it.
As always, we're going to start with Raineys Riddles.
After Raineys Riddles, we're going to go to Got a Call. Ada's calling in with our Candid Comments section. Then Daniel's going to do our Hunt into History.
Then we'll get on with our main segment and our Horse Rockets High Five. That's your favorite part, right?
Yep. After that, we're going to present our weekly scorecard.
Our scorecards are a more detailed review of some popular homeschooling curriculum. I'm thrilled, enlivened, and electrified. So, Eliza, what are we waiting for?
6 little words.
And what are they?
Now it's time for Raineys Riddle.
Thanks, Eliza. Today, Grace is joining me. I wonder if the audience knows what that means.
It means they get 2 riddles.
Thanks. That's right. Today, both of our riddles come from popsicle sticks. Okay, Grace, ladies first.
What did the one banana say to the other?
I don't know. What's the answer?
They'll have to watch it later in the show.
Good idea. My riddle is why was the elf late for his appointment? Stay tuned for the answer later in the show.
Back to you, Eliza.
Great riddle, Rainey.
He's a rather clever boy, you know.
It seems that we have a candid comment from one of our Horse Rockets friends in the field.
Who's this one from?
It's Ada. Let's watch.
Hi Eliza, and thanks for letting me do the candid comments for this episode. I would like to talk about what an average day is like for me. I go to college at Brigham Young University, Idaho, and I have to get up every morning at 6:45 so I can get to school by 8. I usually have to walk because in college you don't have a lot of money and your mom's not here to drive you. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I don't get out until 3:15. And Tuesdays and Thursdays I don't get out until 1. In high school I used to think that I would have so much more free time in college, but I don't get home until around the same time and then the homework begins. So I guess if I could go back and tell my high school self anything, it would be to give me a reality check. Good luck with the rest of the show.
That was insightful. Eliza, how would you apply what she shared?
I have to spend more time thinking about it. But now it's time for our hunt to history.
Thanks, Eliza. And thanks for joining me again, Elijah. With your permission, I will start.
Permission granted. It's your show.
Let's start with Sunday, June 15th. On this date in 1752, Benjamin Franklin proves that lightning is electricity.
Sounds shocking. On Monday, June 16th, in 1858, Abraham Lincoln delivered his famous House Divided speech.
On June 17th, 1885, the Statue of Liberty arrived in New York.
On June 18th, in 1815, Napoleon was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo.
On June 19th, 1910, the first Father's Day was celebrated in Spokane, Washington.
On June 20th, 1214, Oxford University is founded.
This week's historical salute goes to Errol Flynn. If he was alive, Mr. Flynn would be celebrating his 105th birthday this week. He was an excellent actor and did amazing work in movies like the 1938 classic The Adventures of Robin Hood. Errol Flynn, this salute is for you. Back to you, Eliza.
Thank you, Dana, for this week's Hunt into History.
What's your favorite day of history this week, Eliza?
I like June 15th, Benjamin Franklin's experiment with electricity.
I wonder if he measured it. And I wonder if it was 1.8 gigawatts.
What do you mean by that, Dad?
It's the power necessary to activate the flux capacitor.
Now you're talking gibberish.
Hey there. Show some respect for the Walkman generation.
Now it's time for our main segment.
That's right. In this episode, we're going to be talking to Leslie about the places that she's been.
Before we start this interview, we would like to tell you a bit about our wonderful guest.
You know how there are people in your life that are just amazing and you wonder why they've picked you as a friend? Leslie is one of those people.
This native of Morgan, Utah, helped her basketball team to state championship. She graduated from Utah State University in 2008 with a bachelor's degree and commissioned in the Army, working in the Armed Corps Engineers.
Leslie has deployed to both Iraq and Afghanistan and has plenty of adventure stories for each. But today we're going to talk to her about some of the other places she's been.
Right now, Leslie is world-winning Europe tour. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
So, Leslie, what are some of the places you've been to so far?
So far, I've been to Italy, Switzerland, Austria, and Germany.
What's been your favorite place to visit so far?
Well, outside of our house.
Outside of your house and the gym, we'll have to go with Interlaken, Switzerland. It's hometown, got a great feel. It's got the Alps, which are beautiful and amazing, and I'm a mountain person from Utah, so I love the mountains, and it's got 2 lakes. You can't go wrong with it.
I think you described it as having a North Shore feel for Europe, is that right?
Yes, so I lived on the North Shore in Hawaii for a little bit, and North Shore has a small town feel, but you can walk up and down the street multiple times and find something new every time. And Interlaken has the same feel.
Cool. So, but in general, with all the different countries you've been to, what have you noticed so far that's different about how people choose to live?
Different how people choose to live. People here use different types of transportation, such as the train, which is very different from the U.S., where we use cars more often. Subway is really big everywhere because the towns are a lot closer. So you can travel from one big town or one big city, such as Rome to another big city such as Bern, which is in Switzerland, on train and get there relatively fast versus in the States where you have somewhere like Dallas, Texas, and which you would say is Rome, Italy, where you drive there instead of taking a train to get to Salt Lake City, which would be Interlaken. So it takes a lot longer, but by car, and because the towns are further apart versus here where they're closer and transportation is easier.
Where are you heading next, and why do you want to go there?
I'm going to Paris with Mary, who will be on the show later. And we want to go there because we've never been there, first of all, and it's Paris, the city of love, and the Eiffel Tower. So we're really excited to get to go see the city and the Eiffel Tower and maybe the bridge, Locks of Love, if it's still there.
So here's what I know about Paris. And I got all this from movies, right? There's a museum. There's good food because of Ratatouille, right? The rat made the good food, so rats in a restaurant are okay. Good luck with that. And then Condor Man. By far, the number one reason why people go visit the Eiffel Tower is to see the spot where Condor Man flew off the Eiffel Tower due to a mechanical function on his wing. The thing broke and he crashed into the river that's nearby. However, I still think that's the only reason why people go to the Eiffel Tower.
We also get to see Notre Dame and Louvre. Pretty cool.
So, neat. All right, so what motivates you, other than Condor Man, to go see all of these really cool places?
Just life experience. Whenever you're little, you always have this dream of going and seeing all the cool places in the world, and this is the best chance I have to really get out and have the time and the money to do it. So I took the opportunity, and here I am to see different people and get an education on how they live.
What are some things people can do to make themselves better at traveling?
There's a couple of things. That's a great question. Depending on what you're doing for traveling, for me, we're backpacking, so we'll talk backpacking of Europe. Get yourself some really good walking shoes. Get yourself a really good backpack for traveling. And look at each country. Research them. You can get research from books from the library, or you can research them on the internet. There's tons of apps for cell phones. And look up the safety for each country that you're going to so you know what to look for, or if there's actually any issues, or if you should detour from a certain place.
So what is your favorite memory so far this trip?
Favorite memory? The whole thing's just been an experience, but I think the first time I got to Rome and was just blown away by the ruins and the grand structures that were built so long ago.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
I think that's it.
Well, we'd like to really say thank you for coming on the show today. I know you've got a busy trip or busy day of traveling tomorrow and a lot of other fun things. We hope we get to ask you more questions in the future.
All right.
Now it's time for Horse Rockets High Five. Mary is joining me again.
This is the part of the show where we share something that we found worthy of the grand status of high fivedom.
This week's High Five goes to Pride and Prejudice.
Wait, I thought you did that last week.
We did, but it's a different version. This week, I watched the movie, and I got a great synopsis of Jane Austen's book. If you're looking to get into details, I would recommend the book, but for 2 hours of your time, it does the book justice.
Oh, there's a movie too? I've only seen the miniseries.
Really? I didn't know there was a series.
Yeah, you need to check them out.
Okay, I'll check them out next week.
Sounds like a good idea.
Pride and Prejudice. This high five goes to you.
Here it is.
Now it's time to reveal our curriculum scorecard.
Homeschoolers have different interests so that they can buy a book for their curriculum.
They want to know how much prep time it takes before each lesson and how long the book is going to last.
Wouldn't it be nice to know ahead of time if the book's religious or secular?
Or if it's going to adapt to different learning styles for each kid.
We got scorecards for curriculums up on Horse Rockets, scorecards that help answer these questions and others.
This week, we're pleased to announce the scorecard for First Language Lessons for the Well-Trained Mind, Level 2.
If you got experience with this book, please visit the scorecard page and you'll find a link contributing your own feedback. Well, we appreciate being able
Hey,
to...
Liza, whoa, wait. We've got a problem.
What?
You see that person right there? We've been talking too much. They want to hear the answer to Raineys riddle.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Here you go.
Okay, try this again. Hi there, YouTubers. Have you figured out what the one banana said to the other? Master, drum roll, please. The answer is, I find you a peeling.
Have you figured out why the elf was late for his appointment? Maestro, drumroll, please. The answer is he was all wrapped up. Thank you, as always. If you got a riddle, put it in the comments below.
Well, we're at the end of the show.
Hurry, you are running out of time to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video.
If you're really feeling generous, you may help out the show by clicking on the Amazon link in the notes below.
Well, how do we exit?
The same way it started. Michael, take us away.
Thanks for joining us. See you next week.
Bye.
Thanks for watching us. So don't forget to be your best.
Well, take time